Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. Look, if you're trying to master the REX Series IP telephony system, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to focus on a highly specific, honestly incredibly powerful feature, configuring the Auto Attendant. We're basically going to take a virtual architect approach here, and we're going to build a flawless, dynamic virtual receptionist from the ground up, step by step. I mean, we've all been there, right? You call a business, and suddenly you're trapped in this endless maze of phone menus. Press 1, press 4, press 9, and you just end up disconnected or yelling at a dial tone. It is incredibly frustrating. But today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to solve this exact problem using the REX system, making sure your callers get exactly where they need to go, seamlessly. Okay, let's dive right into this. We are going to construct this virtual receptionist using 4 key building blocks. First up, we'll establish the foundation of your receptionist. Second, crafting the welcome message. Third, building multi-level IVRs. And finally, setting up the operator. All right, starting off with block number 1, the foundation of your receptionist. So the REX system elegantly divides your time into 2 primary states, working hours and non-working hours. By default, the system uses a voice file literally named welcome for your working hours and one called off hour for when you're closed or on a break. But what's really great here is the flexibility. You can actually customize up to 3 distinct work periods per day. So, if your office completely closes down for an hour at lunch, your virtual receptionist knows exactly how to handle it. To actually lay this foundation, you just navigate over to the basic menu and then select Auto Attendant. Right there, you can define all your custom time slots. Or let's say your business operates around the clock, or maybe you're taking a massive company-wide holiday, you can easily set the system to full work or full break directly from this menu to just override the regular schedule. Moving right along to phase 2, crafting the welcome message. Let's move on and see how this builds. We're essentially giving our virtual receptionist a voice. The REX system gives us 3 distinct, highly effective methods to generate these voice files. You can use text to welcome, you can upload a pre-existing audio file, or you can record directly using a handset microphone. Now, if you're going the text-to-speech or file upload route, there are a few technical requirements you'll want to keep your eye on. First things first, always use a Chrome or Firefox browser for these configurations in the web GUI. If you're using text-to-speech, double-check your network settings to ensure DNS is configured properly. Otherwise, the system literally can't reach the synthesis servers. Redstone highly recommends using their WinSound software to get the best audio quality. And hey, if you have a studio-recorded greeting, you can upload it directly. The system supports a massive list of audio formats. Everything from MP3 and WAV to OGG and M4A is completely covered. But maybe you just want to pick up a connected phone and record your greeting live. So the crucial point here is knowing your shortcodes. Pick up the handset and dial *81 to start recording. When you're finished, dial *8200 to audition that temporary file and make sure you sound great. If it's perfect, *8301 saves it as your working hours welcome, or *8302 for off hours. Made a mistake? No problem. *8300 restores the previous file. Just a quick pro tip though, make sure you're in a completely noise-free environment when you do this. Trust me, you do not want callers hearing the office dog barking in the background of your professional greeting. All right, let's jump into phase 3, building multi-level IVRs. Let's quickly define what this actually is, right? A multi-level IVR, which stands for Interactive Voice Response, is basically a hierarchical menu system. It's like a giant flowchart for your callers. It allows inbound users to independently select the services they want just using their phone's keypad. Instead of playing a single static message and leaving the caller hanging, a multi-level flowchart actively prevents callers from hitting dead air. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. It empowers the caller to just route themselves. To configure this, you'll head back to Basic, then Multi-Level IVR. Here you'll set things like how many times the voice cue plays, and the waiting for keystroke timeout, which is 3 seconds by default. But here is why this matters, and this is absolutely crucial. You must check the box that says direct dial extensions are permitted. This is a total game changer. It means that impatient callers or frequent clients who already know the exact extension of the person they want to reach, well, they can just punch it in and skip the menu entirely. It is a massive boost to the user experience. And that brings us to our 4th and final building block, setting up the operator. You'll find this under Basic Settings, then Auto Attendant. By default, the system looks for extension 200 to act as the operator, and callers can reach them simply by dialing 0. Now, what's really interesting about this operator setup is that you aren't limited to just one person. You can actually assign up to 5 different extensions to act as the operator simultaneously. And this brilliantly illustrates the 3 voice allocation strategies the REX system offers for when you have multiple operators. First up is down selection, which always rings idle phones in the exact numerical order you listed them. Then there's wheel selection, which is kind of like a round-robin style. It remembers who answered the last call and starts ringing the next phone in line. Finally, there's my personal favorite, group vibration. This makes all assigned operator extensions ring simultaneously. First one to pick up the handset wins the call. This whole shebang allows IT admins to choose the absolute best call distribution flow for their specific team's dynamic. But wait, what happens if literally every single operator is busy? Well, the system will place the caller in a queue, letting them know the switchboard is busy, but keeping them safely on the line. The magic number you need to remember here is 10. A maximum of 10 incoming calls can sit in this operator queue at once, waiting for a busy human to finally become available. We've also got a couple of really vital safety nets built in automatically. If a caller just listens to the welcome message and doesn't press anything at all, a 24-second timeout kicks in and safely routes that silent or confused caller directly to the operator. Additionally, if an extension is dialed but it rings 10 times with absolutely no answer, the system won't just let it ring forever. It takes the caller right back to the voice prompts. So by configuring your time slots, crafting clear voice navigation, mapping out a logical IVR, and setting up reliable human operators, you can completely transform your caller experience. But I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. You've utilized the REX system to build the absolute perfect virtual receptionist, but is your human team ready to pick up when the virtual one hands off the call? Because at the end of the day, technology only goes so far. It's the human element that completes the connection. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy building.